and they lived happily ever after. Well, let's just say they sort of lived happily for a long time. Okay, so they weren't so happy. In fact, they were miserable. Stop sticking your tongue out like that, nagged the princess.
How come you never want to go down to the pond anymore?
Whined the prince. The prince and the princess were so unhappy, they didn't know what to do. I would prefer you not hop around on the furniture, said the princess. And it might be nice if you got out every once in a while and slayed a dragon or a giant or whatever. The prince didn't feel like going out and slaying anything. He just felt like running away. But then he reread his book, and it said right there at the end of his story, they lived happily ever after, the end. So he stayed in the castle, and he drove the princess crazy. Then one day, the princess threw a perfectly awful fit. First you keep me awake all night with your horrible croak and snore. Now I find a lily pad in your pocket. I can't believe I actually kissed your slimy frog lips. Sometimes I think we'd be better off if you were still a frog. That's when the idea hit him. The prince thought, still a frog, yes, that's it. And he ran into the forest, looking for a witch who could turn him back into a frog. The prince hadn't gone very far when he ran into just the person he was looking for.
Miss Witch, excuse me, Miss Witch. I was wondering if you could help me.
Say, you're not looking for a princess to kiss, are you? Asked the witch.
No, I've already been kissed. I'm the frog prince. Actually, I was hoping you could turn me back into the frog.
Are you sure you're not looking for a beautiful sleeping princess to kiss and wake up?
No. I'm the frog prince.
That's funny. You don't look like a frog. Well, no matter. If you're a prince, you're a prince, and I'll have to cast a nasty spell on you. I can't have princes waking up Sleeping Beauty before 100 years is up. The prince didn't stick around to see which nasty spell the witch had on. He ran deeper into the forest until he came to a tiny cottage where he saw another lady who might help.
Miss Witch, excuse me, Miss Witch. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm a prince.
Eh? What did you say? Prince? Crooned the witch.
No, I'm not a prince looking for a sleeping beauty, but yes, I'm the frog prince, and I'm looking for a member of your profession who can turn me back into a frog so I can live happily ever after.
Frog prince, you say? That's funny. I thought frogs were little green guys with webbed feet. Well, no matter. If you're a prince, you're a prince. And I can't have any princess rescuing Snow White. Here, eat the rest of this apple. The prince, who knew his fairy tales, and he knew a poison apple when he saw one, didn't even stay to say no thank you. He ran deeper into the forest, and soon he came to a strange-looking house with a witch inside.
Miss Witch, excuse me, Miss Witch. I was wondering if you could help me. I'm the frog.
If you're the frog, then I'm the king of France.
No, I'm not a frog. I'm the frog prince, but I need a witch to turn me back into a frog so I can live happily ever after,
said the prince in one long breath. The witch eyed the prince and licked her rather plump lips. Why, of course, dearie. Come right in. Maybe I can fit you in for lunch. The prince stopped on the slightly gummy step. Something about this house seemed very familiar. He broke off a corner of the windowsill and tasted it. Gingerbread.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Witch, but do you happen to know any children by the names of Hansel and Gretel?
Why, yes,